Far from a rookie, Louis Gray, shit that I don't rock.
And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here. Welcome, everyone, to NBA Basketball. Here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche, and what a matchup we have here in the front court, Gray.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now Sacramento starting five. Baker out there with Edwards. Then it's Lou Dort. Then there's Vaughn. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Yeah, and Cunningham is one of the more difficult players to guard in that pick and roll.
And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. It's a three-point game. Here's Vaughn. Defended by Duran. There's the triple. Miami grabs the miss. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this year.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
Yeah, this is where it comes down to specific matchups and style of play. Sometimes you have a difficulty with the team that shouldn't be on your level.
Baker with the bucket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
There's Miller with the three. Doesn't go that time.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Inside. 8 feet away. Another shot, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Instead, it seems like time and again, the Heat uncover those hidden gems, turning unknowns into big contributors.
That's one of the things they do best, Kevin. The list of names like that is long, but look no further than Udonis Haslem, whose jersey they retired last season. Their hard work culture seems to breed those kind of success stories.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone. On by. To the paint. Ware kicks to Miller. Good ball movement here by Miami. 6 on the shot clock. Over Baker, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And Miami making a change here. Edey's checked in. Shot clock at 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Taking a look here at some stats for Cunningham. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. 4th in assists and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace. He's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not disappoint. The Heat trail by 3. Miller outside, sinks the three-pointer.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
There's Baker. Last game out, he had 14. And he lays it straight in. He's got 7. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Cunningham looking it over. It's deflected. Now Dort. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. For the 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And the three-point shot wasn't always there for Dort, but he's put in a ton of work on it, and it shows.
Cloak loose. And here comes the break. Jumps up. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And it's the Heat with the ball. They trail by 7. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
Out to Miller. Shot to stop the run. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. And here we go. Kings running again.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Can't hit that one.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Pass to Ware. 6 to shoot. A second chance effort, and he sinks the layup.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Here's Vaughn. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. With the rebound.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Here's Hunter. Misses from short range.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Puts it up. Kept alive. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. He's got 9.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Miller, the pass to Hunter. Back to Miller. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range.
Brown is checked in for Sacramento. Bell comes in for Vaughn.
King substitution.
Three-pointer, Bell. It's hauled in by the Heat. And they're moving it up. Pass to Miller. Here's Edey. Back to Miller. Lock at 6. Puts one up from 19. That shot off the mark.
And they need his offense right now. But his shot is just not falling.
George misses. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Heat. 9-point game. Miller against Bell. Here's the screen. Miller with the ball. Picked up 24 points in their last one against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side. And Miller moves well for a guy his size and finds the shot there off the drive.
Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
Cunningham against Bell. Sacramento again missing. The Heat trail by 5. And here's Miller. He's got 9. Miller with another miss. And here's Bell from the arc. And they'll get another chance. They grabbed their own miss. Miami's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Only 5 games left in the season. Let's quickly take a look at how the playoff field is going to stack up out east. Take a look at the Heat. Very strong season they've had. Always at or near the top of the conference. And right now they're in first place in contention for that. Exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason.
And right now for Miami, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Yeah, no one is taking them lightly. This is a team with everything you really need to make some noise in the playoffs.
On the wing.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
To end the drought with the drive, and that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 11.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first set.
Down low. Pass to Hunter. And here's Miller. Back to Hunter. And here's Miller, defended by Dort. Shot clock at 6. That's good for Miller, the assist by Hunter. 11 points from Brandon Miller.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
The 3 ball. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
There's the pick. Baseline try. Miller with another miss.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage. Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy
and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it is.
To review the play.
Of technology, we've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's our 2K leaderboard with the list of the teams that have been on fire from beyond the arc over the past month. The Heat 3rd.
Well, look, they've been great over the last month from 3. That is so important for their offense. Making threes opens up the entire floor.
The first free throw is good.
Well, the pressure on Cunningham when he came into the league was immense. He's gone through adversity, but he's never stopped working to improve. Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Ware kicks to Cunningham. For 3. It's hauled in by the Kings.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Dort misses. The Heat trail by 10. Here's Miller. The rebound by Baker. Baker's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Hendricks. Outside Dort. To the inside. Baker passes to Hendricks. Hits it from 3-point range. And the Kings lead by 13.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And he drives in. Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Miami.
Third team foul. Now in the game.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Elbow shot is on the way. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you watch Miller, he keeps the defense on its heels. They don't know what he's going to do.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Sacramento leading by 11. Round down low. Working on Hunter. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Cunningham outside. To the middle. Here's Jordan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from Duren.
Now at the line.
And so he hits both. It could go. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Sacramento Kings. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And guys, we've seen the Kings really take control here.
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. We've got Baker. He's out there with Brown. And it's Hendricks in at the point. 16 feet away. And the shot falls short this time.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel. 2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
Sacramento making a switch here. Bell's checked in. Miller with a wide open look. Drops in the tray. Miller's got 16 points.
Now how about this move by Miller? Using the pick and roll to create some space for himself.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Second shot opportunity. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Kings have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. So Stan, you started in the NBA back in the mid-90s. How is coaching different from, say, now to back then?
Wow, Kevin, it's just so different and in so many ways. The players have gotten better, bigger, faster, more skilled. There's more coaches on a staff. Strength coaches have increased in volume and in influence, so there's less practice. Everything now has to be done differently.
Everything is bigger, isn't it?
It really is.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
And Miller throws it down hard.
And with his diverse game and 6'9" frame, Brandon Miller can score in bunches. And on nights like tonight, it's really hard to get someone to match up with him. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Second team foul.
Here's Miller. He's got 20. Five to shoot. Launches it. Carries it from 3-point range. Miller's got 10 points in the quarter.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Baker. Another 3 for Sacramento.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Miller surveying the floor. Drops in the layup for two. Miller's got 25 points in the game.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from three, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
On the wing, Miller. Crafty move. He takes it up and lays it in. He's got 27.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Hendricks passes to Baker. Count it, good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Miller. Curran sets the screen for Miller. And there's another one for the Heat.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Kings. Baker's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Going inside, and he jams it with authority.
And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
I mean, the defense basically gave that one to him.
Pass to Miller.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. In for the Kings.
On defense, the Kings. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. And again, it's the Heat missing. Sacramento leading by 8. Here's Baker. The three-pointer off the mark. And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Pass to Miller. There's a good screen. Tipped away. And the Kings pushing it up now. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Kings.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them. Agile play, get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Edwards, he's checked in for Sacramento. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And Miami making a change here. Cunningham's checked in. The Kings also with the sub. Dort's checked in. Kings leading now by 13. Shoots the three. Good on the three-point shot. Dort's got 6.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Cunningham for 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
Well, they did have some impressive numbers blocking shots, and I like their defensive game plan.
And there's the foul. It's on Justin Edwards. That's his first foul. And the Heat with some changes. Okoro's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Christie subbed in for Miller. Now, here's Okoro. Defense is right there. Buries the long-range jumper. Okoro's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Defended by Duren. And the Kings check on 2 more.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
Here's Ware. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high-percentage looks.
Christie can't make it.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's Isaac Okoro with the foul.
Team foul.
That's his first foul. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 26 points for him.
So when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Cunningham left side. That shot missing.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
And here we go. Fast break. Cunningham's got it. It's good. Cunningham's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, teammates appreciate that kind of hustle on the break. Good work by Cunningham getting up the floor.
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Okoro. It's hauled in by the Kings. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Poked away. Stolen by Okoro.
Sacramento foul.
The Heat have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And Christie drops them both. Sacramento leading by 17. Brown is checked in for George.
Team foul number 4. In for the Kings.
Here's Brown. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Lets it fly from 18. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's the lob to the hoop.
Oh, man. Cunningham making it look easy.
Here's Vaughn. And Edwards launches it from deep. Sacramento again missing. Here's Okoro. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists now in this one. Kings' shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Here's Brown. Hands the shot with nobody near him. Brown's got 6. The Heat trail by 14. 1:41 left now here in the second. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Brown outside. Miami grabs the miss. Duren's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
And he has grooved his stroke at the line this season and been able to maintain it with an average of 90%. And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
To the paint, pick off in midair. They're running. Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Cunningham outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Christie. Again, the miss by the Heat. Here's Vaughn. Pass to Edwards. From about 19 feet. And so it's Sacramento with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And now we'll send it over to David. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
We're in the home stretch. I don't know if I call these guys rookies now.
Yeah, we have some pressure-filled games coming up. In addition to everything else, we'll see who has that clutch. And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Sacramento Kings. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the right. That it's threatening to be. Brandon Miller has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Christie is out there with Cunningham. Then it's Duran. Then it's Okoro. And it's Ware in at the 4 slot. It's the group on the floor for Miami. Okoro shot is off. Kings leading now by 14. And the basket is good. Vaughn's got 6.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
The Heat shooting 43% for the game. Heat moving the ball around. Pass to Okoro. Cunningham outside. Takes a 3. And Okoro with the basket on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 4 assists now tonight. Outside Edwards. The 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 6.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
A revenge bucket right there. Cunningham making up for the 3 points at the other end.
Pass to Vaughn. Now here's Edwards. Defended by Duren. And the layup's good off the glass. And he has 28 points for the game.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's covered closely. And that one, good.
That's an aggressive play and a chance for Cunningham to get 3 points the old-fashioned way.
We see coaches, Stan, willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. To the right side. From the arc. Rebound by the Heat. Ware's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. From past the arc, Okoro. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. And now that's 11 points for Isaac Okoro. Vaughn kicks to Edwards. Shoots over Okoro. And Ware pulls it down.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Cunningham. Has to Ware. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
Sacramento leading by 7. Here's Vaughn. 6 points for him. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Cunningham against Dort. 5 on the clock. Ware passes to Cunningham. Rebound by the Kings. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Pass to Dort. Covered by Okoro. They get it again. Great defense that time from Duren. The Heat trail by 9. Here's Christie. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Shots good by Duren.
Well, this is where Duren looks to score, and it's why he shoots such a high percentage.
Baker, no good. Miami's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Pass to Duren. In the corner, Okoro with it. Here's Vaughn. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Vaughn's got 8 points. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Kings.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific, doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations. Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here he goes, and there it is for him. He's got 34.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Cunningham against Dort. Elbow shot, and it's Miami with another.
Yeah, that's a shot that Cunningham is very comfortable with. No problem with the mid-range.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. To the inside. Duran. Pass to Christie. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Duran wide open. Sacramento grabs the miss.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Defended by Duran. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
And now look at the numbers for Edwards. This season has been tremendous, and he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And like you were saying, one of the stronger scorers in the league. A tireless worker on the offensive end. And it's no wonder he's top 20 in points. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul. And the Kings making a change here. Hendricks is checked in.
Number 7, Hendricks.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 25. And they call an illegal screen here. And now let's take a look at a breakdown of this season's best rebounding point guards. Fourth, Cade Cunningham.
And it may not be the first thing you think about, but if you look at a lot of the all-time great point guards, their rebounding, that nose for the basketball is a big part of their game.
Yeah, and it speaks to how well-rounded a lot of today's point guards are. It's not just about orchestrating, it's about doing the dirty work, too.
Sacramento leading by 11. Here's Edwards. The 19-footer is on the money. Edwards got 8.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Yeah, they did a great job of controlling the pace throughout the game and keeping the defense on their heels.
And there's the foul. It's on Justin Edwards. That's his third foul of the game. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
Cunningham for 3. Rebound by the Kings. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Over in the corner, Edwards. Another 3 for Sacramento.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And a wide open look for Cunningham. They need this. Out to Miller. Cunningham outside. 2 on the clock. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Miller. Now Bell. He's got 9. Beyond the arc. Miami grabs the miss. Edey's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Puts up a deep 3. Miller, no luck.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Bangs home the trifecta.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch, as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. The thanks. Just 5 to shoot. Miami needs to get a shot off. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Holmes with it. Pass to Bell from deep. And he's good on the 3-ball. Bell's got 12 points in just the second half.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks just.
Yeah, once he gets momentum going towards the rim, Cunningham is hard to veer off course.
And for 3, Bell. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Chugainov. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the 3.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first. Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
Penalty.
And here's Cunningham. He's got 27. And it's off from 3-point range.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
For 3, Edwards. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Over to the wing. Heat moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Cunningham for 3. Rebound by the Kings. 1:31 left in the third quarter of the game. Inside. Holmes kicks to Bell. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. And Miami shooting approximately 43% in the third quarter. Great open look there. Okoro's got 14 points.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Edwards, no good. The Heat trail by 19. Here's Edey. Still scoreless. Good on the triple.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Here's Hendricks, covered by Miller. Edwards passes to Bell. Launches a 3. And Okoro pulls it down. Heat on offense. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. And Miami making a change here. Christopher's checked in. Now, here is Bell. He's tightly guarded. The good-looking shot from the wing. He's got 17.
Wow, he's found his game offensively here in the second half. Really has turned things around.
Here's Christopher. Edwards defending. Puts up a 3. No good. Shot missing. Fast break. Here they come. Fires top of the key. Misses the follow-up. Good if it goes. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Kings lead by 18. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And a look at the five for the Kings to start the fourth. They've got Bell and Hendricks in at the two-guard position. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Brown is checked in for Sacramento.
Let them hear you.
Off the inbound pass. Knocks down the three ball. Christopher's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Brown outside. Pass to Bell. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Heat. Edey's got 8 rebounds in this game. Miller outside. Clock at 6. And Miller throws it down hard.
Add that to the highlight reel for Miller. I'm sure it'll grow quickly.
Hendricks passes to Holmes. And it's Miami with the rebound. Edey's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Now here's Okoro. He's covered by Brown. In the corner, Okoro with it. They set the screen. Pass to Miller. Latrey. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Well, after draining 3 triples in the first half, he doesn't have any in the second half. I know he's disappointed, but he needs to remain aggressive.
He's not looking at the score. He's staying focused, and he's staying active.
Well, you have to play like it's a tight game. You cannot let up in this league. Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
The Heat trail by 15. Here's Chugainov driving to the basket. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Bell's shot is good.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Left side, Miller. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Christopher. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
Now, here is Bell. Tight defense on him. Shot from the wing, and he makes that one. Bell's got 22.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Here's Chugainov. Misses the 3. Kings leading now by 16. Here's Bell, and the Kings check on 2 more.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Here's Christopher. He's covered by Brown. Goes up again. Pass to Edey. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
got that one up quick. 27 points for him.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Here's Christopher. Now, here is Miller. Down low, releases, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Here's Hendricks. Three-pointer, Bell. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Bell. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And the Kings lead by 19.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession. And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Got loose. In transition, here comes Miami. And that one is stuffed right through.
And I can say, sort of surprising, he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim. Now, here is Bell, guarded closer.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Vaughn. Plenty of space. Rebound by Christopher.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
On the wing, Miller. Over Hendricks. Offline with the baseline jumper. Kings leading now by 14. To the inside. Baker, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Miller, no luck. The Kings have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Here's Baker. That's another rebound. He holds in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
The Heat have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Here's Christopher. Up and in on the layup. Christopher's got 9 points in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And the shot goes down. The Heat trail by 16. Miller, the pass to Christopher. Back to Miller. Pass to Christopher. Basket good.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Sacramento leading by 14. Here's Vaughn. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Miami. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Tries again. Baker with the bucket. Baker's got 19 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Second team foul.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. Sacramento's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. He has 38 in the game.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Brown outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Zach Edey picks one up. And the first one at the line is good.
For Sacramento, DeVries.
He hits both from the stripe. The Heat trail by 19. Now Okoro. Pass to Christopher. Over Vaughn. Christopher, no good. And for Sacramento, they're shooting and hitting almost everything here in the fourth, up around 58% from the field.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Miller, no luck.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Hendricks softly drops in the floater.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
It's picked off. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Baker passes to Vaughn. It's Brown on the wing. It's hauled in by the Heat. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Okoro. Here's Chugainov. Offensive rebound, Heat. To the wing on the left. Back to Okoro. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
All alone. They get the rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
Here's Christopher. There's 1:59 left in the fourth quarter. Miami no good on that time either. Sacramento's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. The three-pointer is right on target. Vaughn's got 11 in the second half.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Back to Miller. .135 left to play in the final quarter. Count that one. Sacramento's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Kings.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
And he can't bank that one in. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Christopher. And he drops it in from the low post. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Vaughn. Pulls it up. Edey with the rebound. Here's Christopher.
Sacramento foul. Baker, 4th personal foul. 3rd team foul.
.11 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care